Are you tired of being tossed around by your emotions, feeling like you're on an endless roller coaster of highs and lows? Are you ready to take control of your feelings and live a more balanced, peaceful life? Then it's time to discover the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. In this video, we'll explore how Stoicism can help you stop being an emotional fool and start living a life of wisdom and tranquility. Lesson 1. Identify your emotions. Figuring out what your feelings are is the first thing you need to do to stop being an emotional fool. It may seem easy, but many of us have trouble with this skill. It's hard to pin down exactly what we're feeling because our thoughts are often all over the place. But being able to name our feelings is important for figuring out why we act the way we do and taking charge of our reactions. Stoicism teaches us to be aware of ourselves and be mindful. This means giving attention to what we think, how we feel, and how our bodies feel. What am I feeling right now? Should be the first thing you ask yourself when you start to feel upset. Is it sadness, fear, joy, anger, or something else? Be very clear about what you mean. Instead of "I feel bad," you could say "I feel disappointed" or "I feel anxious." Also, you should know where your feelings come from. Usually, the way we think and feel about something sets off our emotions. If you think you have to be great all the time, you might get stressed out when you mess up. If you know where your feelings come from, you can start to question your views and thoughts and change how you feel. Identifying the body feelings that go along with your emotions is another important step. When you're scared, your heart might beat fast, your hands might shake, and your stomach might turn over. You can better understand what you're feeling and take steps to control your emotions if you pay attention to these physical experiences. Stoicism tells us to tell the difference between the things we can control and the things we can't. Many times, things that happen to us that are out of our control make us feel bad. Realizing this helps us not waste time and energy on things we can't change. Instead, we can focus on controlling how we react. It's not always easy to figure out how you're feeling. It takes work, time, and kindness toward yourself. It takes time and work to get better at noticing your feelings and figuring out where they come from. To stop being an emotional fool and start controlling your feelings, you need to take this important first step. There's more to identifying your feelings than just putting words to them. Understanding the beliefs and thoughts that make you feel certain emotions, recognizing the physical feelings that go along with them, and knowing what you can and cannot control are all important parts of this process. Lesson 2. Acknowledge your feelings. A big part of controlling your emotions and not being an emotional fool is recognizing how you feel. It means letting your feelings be what they are without judging them or fighting them. Stoicism, which stresses how important it is to understand and accept our feelings as a normal part of life, is where this idea comes from. According to Stoicism, our feelings are not our enemies. Instead, they are signs that tell us important things about our inner state and the world around us. We can better understand why we react the way we do, and how we can answer better when we recognize our feelings. It's not always easy to recognize how you feel. It takes being honest and self-aware, which is something that many of us find hard. A lot of the time, we try to ignore or push down our feelings, especially when they are bad or hard to deal with. Stoicism, on the other hand, says that this way of thinking only causes more pain and trouble. Being mindful means paying full attention to and being present in the present moment. It means paying attention to your feelings and thoughts without attaching to them or judging them. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of your feelings and better able to deal with them. As soon as you recognize a feeling, try to give it a name. Is it sadness, fear, anger, or something else? You can better understand what you're feeling and why by giving your emotions names. Acceptance does not mean that you agree or like something. It only means recognizing that your feelings are real and important. Don't forget that it's okay to feel any feeling. What counts is how you decide to deal with these feelings. Take some time to think about how you feel. Think about why you feel this way and what you can learn from it. This can help you understand your emotional habits and what makes you feel bad. Find a good way to talk about how you feel. For example, this could mean talking to a friend you trust, writing in a notebook, or doing something creative. By talking about your feelings, you can get rid of them and keep them from building up and hurting you. Recognizing your emotions doesn't mean you have to wallow in them or let them run your life. It's about getting to know and accepting them so that you can react with care and thought. It's about being in charge of your feelings instead of having them run your life. Remember what Stoicism taught you the next time your feelings are getting the best of you. Accept your emotions, be aware of them, and use them to help you get through life's challenges. Don't forget that you are not your feelings. The things that happen to you are yours, and you can choose how to deal with them. A big step toward not being an emotional fool is recognizing your feelings. It's about being able to understand, accept, and handle your feelings in a healthy and useful way. You can take charge of your emotions and live a more balanced, satisfying life by following this Stoic concept. Lesson 3. Take a step back. Everyone gets caught up in the heat of the moment from time to time in their busy lives. When our feelings get the best of us, they cloud our judgment and make us do things we may later regret. This is where the Stoic habit of stepping back comes in handy. When we take a step back, we put some time between the stimulus, the event or situation, and our reaction. It means giving ourselves time and space to deal with our feelings and reason before we move. Sometimes this pause lasts a few seconds, sometimes a few minutes, and sometimes even a few hours. The Stoics thought that we can't change the things that happen to us, but we can change how we react to them. An important Stoic thinker named Epictetus once said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." In other words, what makes us upset is not the events themselves, but how we think about and react to them. Instead of responding right away, take a deep breath and count to 10 when you're in a tough spot. Doing this simple thing can help calm your body and mind, which will let you react with more thought. You should try to see things from a different angle. Will this matter a year from now? After 5 years? In 10 years? A lot of the time, we learn that things that seem very important at the time aren't that important in the big picture. Think about what might happen if you do what you want to do. Will getting angry, scared, or sad make things better, or will it make things worse? This helps us make smarter choices by letting us think about what might happen. Always keep in mind that you are not your feelings. Your feelings are only temporary and don't make you who you are. Getting away from your feelings can help you see things more clearly and make better choices. Being aware is important. Being present and fully involved with the present moment without judging it is what mindfulness is all about. Being aware helps us understand our feelings and deal with them in a good way. Taking a step back doesn't mean escaping our feelings or the things that make them come out. It means giving ourselves time and room to act in a way that fits with our goals and values. We should choose how to react instead of having our feelings decide. Taking a step back can help us deal with our feelings and get through the tough parts of life. It helps us think about what we're saying before we say it, which helps us make better decisions and have healthier interactions. You should remember to take a step back, breathe, and choose your answer carefully the next time you're in a tough spot. Lesson 4. Express yourself healthily. Stoicism and the first step toward not being an emotional fool both stress the importance of expressing your feelings in a healthy way. Understanding that recognizing your emotions doesn't mean you have to hide them or let them build up inside you is important. Stoicism tells us to show our feelings, but to do so in a way that is productive and good for our health. When you talk about your feelings in a healthy way, you do so in an open, respectful, and non-confrontational way. This can be done in a number of ways, such as through talking, writing, or being artistic. Talking to someone you trust about how you feel can be a strong way to show how you feel. It gives you a new point of view, helps you feel better, and lessens the strength of your feelings. But it's important to talk about how you feel without blaming or judging other people. You should use I statements instead of you statements when you want to say how you feel. Some people find that writing about their thoughts helps them feel better. You can talk about your feelings there without worrying about being judged or criticized. You can keep a journal, write a song, or even write a letter that you don't plan to send. Writing can help you see things more clearly, work through your thoughts, and let go of feelings that you have been holding in. Many people find that being creative helps them deal with their feelings. This could mean painting, writing, dancing, playing an instrument, or anything else that lets you turn your feelings into something useful and beautiful. Getting creative can help you deal with difficult feelings, lower your stress, and make you feel better all around. Being mindful can also help you deal with your feelings in a healthy way. Being in the present moment and feeling all of your feelings can help you understand them better. This can help you deal with your feelings in a more thoughtful and helpful way, instead of acting on impulse. It is important to remember that healthy emotional expression does not mean acting on every feeling you have. Being stoic helps us figure out what we can manage and what we can't. We can't change what makes us feel a feeling, but we can change how we react to it. When we talk about our feelings in a healthy way, they can't control what we do and hurt other people. Healthy ways to show your feelings are not a one-size-fits-all answer. Some people may not be able to use something that works for someone else. It's about finding what speaks to you and lets you show how you feel in a way that is good for your health and personal growth. A big part of controlling your feelings and not being an emotional fool is learning how to talk about them in a healthy way. It means talking about your feelings in a kind and helpful way, letting your emotions out through artistic activities, and practicing mindfulness to understand your feelings better. You can then take charge of your feelings and use them to help you instead of letting them run your life. Lesson 5. Practice self-care. Taking care of yourself is an important part of both Stoicism and managing your emotions. It means being kind and respectful to yourself and making sure your physical, mental, and spiritual needs are met. Stoicism stresses how important it is to take care of your body. You can't really control your feelings when you're sick or tired, after all. Some examples of physical self-care are: when you work out, endorphins are released. These chemicals can help lift your mood and lower your worry. Plus, it keeps your body strong and healthy. A well-balanced diet can help keep your energy and mood in check. Fruits, veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains should all be a big part of your diet. Sleep is very important for both your physical and mental health. Aim to get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night. Taking care of your mental needs is part of emotional self-care. To keep your mental health safe, it's important to set limits with other people. This could mean turning down requests that make you feel stressed or tired. Focusing on the present moment without judging it is what mindfulness is all about. This may help you feel less stressed and better able to control your emotions. You can improve your happiness and feel less stressed by doing things you enjoy. This could be anything, like reading a book, going for a walk, or hanging out with friends and family. Taking care of your heart and connecting with something bigger than yourself is part of spiritual self-care. Meditation can help you cool down and concentrate better. It can also help you feel more at peace with yourself. Nature can help you feel less stressed and anxious by calming your mind. For at least some of each day, try to be outside. Focusing on the good things in your life is a part of being grateful. This can help you take your mind off of bad feelings and make you feel better generally. Don't forget that taking care of yourself is not being selfish. It's about taking care of yourself so you can help other people. Realizing that you deserve care and respect, and that your needs are important is what it means. Taking care of yourself can help you handle your emotions better, lower your stress, and improve your general health. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "Take care of your body with unwavering devotion. This is the only set of eyes the soul can see through. If they are dull, the whole world is cloudy. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Take care of yourself, and stop being such a sensitive fool." Lesson 6. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. Creating healthy ways to deal with our problems is an important part of controlling our feelings and keeping them from taking over. It's about discovering effective and healthy ways to handle worry, anxiety, and other bad feelings. It's about being fully present in the present moment without judging it. This method can help us handle our feelings by letting us see them without getting caught up in them. Focusing on the present moment and taking it as it is something that Stoicism tells us to do. This can help us stay cool and centered, even when we're feeling very upset. Being thankful is a strong way to handle our feelings. It keeps us from focusing on the bad things in our lives and helps us see the good things. Stoicism teaches us to be grateful by reminding us of the good things in our lives on a daily basis. This can help us keep a good attitude and deal with tough feelings. Going for walks or runs is good for both our bodies and our minds. It can help us deal with stress, feel better, and be healthier all around. As a way to deal with our feelings, Stoicism tells us to do regular physical exercise. This could mean going for a walk in the woods, doing yoga, or going for a run. An easy and effective way to deal with our feelings is to take deep breaths. It calms us down, keeps us focused, and helps us rest. Stoicism tells us to take deep breaths to help us deal with strong feelings. We can cool down and get back in charge of our feelings by focusing on our breath. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by all the noise and excitement in today's fast-paced world. We can get a much-needed break from the chaos by seeking privacy. Stoicism tells us to find silence as a way to deal with our feelings. This could mean going outside by yourself, relaxing, or just sitting quietly. One important part of Stoicism is thinking about yourself. Being self-aware means looking at our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to learn more about who we are. By reflecting on ourselves, we can figure out what makes us feel bad, why we react the way we do, and how to better control our feelings. The idea that we should accept what we can't change is one of the most important parts of Stoicism. That doesn't mean we have to give up or accept a fate we don't want. To be present means to understand that some things in life are out of our control and choose to focus on the things we can manage. We can deal with our feelings better and feel less stressed and anxious if we accept the things we can't change. Getting good at dealing with our feelings is an important part of controlling them and not acting like fools when we're upset. Through applying the ideas of Stoicism to our daily lives, we can discover useful and effective ways to handle stress, worry, and other bad feelings. Stoicism gives us many ways to deal with our feelings and live a more balanced, satisfying life. These include being aware, being grateful, exercising, deep breathing, being alone, reflecting on ourselves, or accepting what we are. Lesson 7. Seek help when needed. Managing your feelings and practicing Stoicism is not something you do by yourself. On this road, you will often need help, advice, and direction from other people. Asking for help when you need it is not a sign of weakness. It shows how strong you are and how much you want to grow as a person. Stoicism teaches people to be independent and strong, but it also knows how important society and connection are. What the Stoics thought was called sympathia, which means that all people are linked and a part of a bigger whole. This idea stresses how important it is to ask for help and support when you need it. Therapy gives you a safe place to talk about your feelings and learn new ways to deal with them. A therapist can help you understand your feelings, figure out what makes them happen, and find good ways to deal with them. They can also help you figure out how to live your life according to Stoic ideals. Joining a support group can help you feel like you're part of a community. People can share their stories, learn from each other, and come up with new ideas. There are a lot of support groups, both online and off, that help people deal with their feelings and grow as people. Getting in touch with trusted family and friends can also help and provide direction. They can give you a new point of view, comfort you, and help you deal with tough feelings. Remember that it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Many self-help books and other tools are available that are about controlling your emotions and being stoic. These tools can give you useful information, inspiration, and new ideas. Also, they can help you learn more about Stoic ideas and how to use them in your daily life. There are a lot of online groups that are all about Stoicism, and dealing with your feelings. These groups can give you help, advice, and a sense of belonging. Also, they can be a great way to get ideas and keep you going. It's a sign of strength to ask for help, not weakness. It shows that you want to control your feelings and make your life better. You've shown a lot of strength and drive. Every night, we should call ourselves to an account. What weakness have I mastered today? Said the Stoic scholar Seneca. What feelings were at odds? What temptation did you resist? What virtue did you get? This reflection makes us want to get help when we need it and keep learning and getting better. Prasok, a key Stoic concept that means paying attention to our inner selves and trying to get better, can also be practiced by asking for help. We are taking charge of our feelings and our lives when we ask for help. We have chosen to grow and get better instead of letting our feelings rule us.